Evening. This is Dhanishta. Today I will be walking you through another tool of the data management tools called as the split vector layer. So now, as the name suggests, it actually splits the vector layer depending on some of the attributes or some of the fields. It is just as simple as it sounds. So first I will be using some of the data which I have used in another one of my tutorials. So I will just drag and drop them here. Okay. So this is actually the map of the New York City. And these are all the pavements of the New York City. I hope everyone has already seen them. Now, I guess as simple as this. First, I will just be saving my project just in case you never know what happens. So this is split vector layers example. Saved. Okay. So now the grayish one is the map, the polygon map of the New York City, and all the brown ones are the pavements. So now this looks quite a bit chaotic and we don't know which is what. Now we want to filter it somehow but also represent it at the same time using some of the depictions. So what we do is go to vector data management tools and so we split the vector layer. Now what we want to split is actually the pavements, the roads. So the input layer will be this and not the NYBB, which is the border boundaries. We don't want to separate the borders into uh, two or more different things. Now this is the unique ID field on which we want to separate the layers. Now for this I will be using the rating B for field which has ratings going from 0 through 10 depending on the usage, the viability, the sustainability and the connectivity of the road. Now the output file I want in the SHP format, so I will be changing the output file type. Output directory, I wanted to save it to a directory. You can also do to save it in a temporary directory. I will be saving it here, exactly here. Okay. Okay, this is no. Wait a minute. The process is executing. And it's done. Algorithm split vector layer has finished. So we close this. Now where did this files go? So we will just hit refresh once. So you will be seeing that yes, all these ratings are now included here. So there is this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and here goes the 10. It's actually in the proper organized manner, hence 1 0 comes after 1 here. No problem with that. Now what are these and what they represent? These are actually the pavements within the New York City. However, they are now distinguished on the basis of the rankings. So if I drag and drop this SVH file into this, see, now there are faint yellow lines, faint light brown lines we can say among these which now represent, it's actually getting fainter and fainter as I zoom in. These are actually the lines, the pavements, the roads which are marked 0 or which have been given the rating of 0 by the users, the commutators or the workers. So this is it. So I will just change the property so it's more visible. We can have a neon effect. It will be more visible this way. Let's see how it looks. It's almost done. So this is it. I know it kinds of looks very dangerous and not very attractive. But these are all the points highlighted in red, which are selected against this black background, which has the rating of 0. But just for time being, I will now convert it into the green dashed lines, and I will increase the width so that it is quite visible with naked eye. Yes, now it is clearly visible that these are the shape rating B lines. What about this? The rating 6 lines. This is almost invisible among the crowd. Let's see. We will be creating a yellow color. Let's see. A dashed with a color yellow, I will say. Yes. Apply. Yes. It almost gets overwrapped, but it's okay. It's quite still visible. Oh dear. Okay, so you can still see if we zoom in, the gray layer is still visible, which is the polygon layer, of course. There are now lesser brown zones which are now being overlapped by other colors, which are part green, part yellow, and everything. Now, what are these? These are getting up. They got separated on the basis of their ratings and down, and they have been created as separate files. All of them have been created as separate files, and we can drag and drop in per each and every line we want. So if I'm okay, what got changed? Oh dear, the lighting is so dull, it's not even visible. Okay, it actually got the same color, hence it is not visible. We might as well give it an emboss effect, and we will just reduce the width a little. Apply. See, here it goes. We can see the tiny dots in different areas with the little emboss effect. These are the pavements which have a 10 rating. Quite very few. Now these are clearly visible. This is effectively what the split layer does. It splits the already existing vector layers into various small layers which are more easily executable and more easily viable for study. This is all it does. No more, no less. Thank you so much.